Good afternoon, everyone. Kitty Foss here, your storytelling astrologist, reader of the stars for April 13th and April 14th. So we have Venus in its last moments on the 13th in its rulership of Taurus. And that energy is able to really activate expanding our truth, expanding our nurturing our truths today. So it's very important we pay attention to what arises for us that's important, that needs to be nurtured and taken care of. And some of it will be rather unexpected. And we also have today our Mars energy that is conjunct our Neptune energy, both in Aries. Again, Mars is the ruler of that Aries energy. And with Neptune in Aries and Mars, we are aligning that responsibility, that new journey with spirit that we're willing to not only take responsibility for, but understand that it's coming from within. The evolutionary energy that is happening is we're stopping looking outside ourselves and knowing everything. The pause is within. The pause, the doorway, the information is connected through the soul, not someone on the outside telling you how to do it. There may be people who can help you find information, but ultimately it is turning on your own responsibility for your spirituality that has been this new journey, especially with this development of our structures to do those kinds of things. And with Venus in those last moments of Taurus today, we are nurturing that truth. There is discernment around the flow because the moon has moved into the last part of it's in Pisces, so it's getting ready to go into Aries, which will be the second full phase of the moon. And we have the stellium in Aries that is developing. It starts tomorrow. We have Mercury moving into Aries. We have Neptune in Aries. We have Saturn in Aries. We have the daily energies of Mars in Aries. And tomorrow we have Mercury joining that, as well as the sun. And then by the 17th, we have the moon as well. So this is really why it's the hero's journey, that passionate energy that is stepping forth, that lets us understand this is all new. And so today, the discernment is, even though it's chaotic, even though we're in that last degree of understanding what has brought us stability, hasn't brought us the awakening, and now we're taking that responsibility as we look at that 29th degree of Uranus in Taurus that is stepping forward to ground ourselves in this new beginning and to really flow with that internally and kind of allow it to wash over you. Then tomorrow, as I said, we have Venus that moves into Aries, and we have the moon in Aries. So we have the moon in Pisces that is working in the background with expanding and nurturing those truths that are being revealed. We're also really able to activate that energy that is newly the passionate energy of Mercury in this Aries energy and that Taurus energy, that's Uranus. We're able to really look at that awakening and put a voice to it and experience it, even though we understand it's chaos. It's a chaotic kind of thing. And meanwhile, we're able to flow with this Venus energy that has itself newly moved into the energy of Taurus, where it is happening. Well, actually, it has newly moved into newer energy, and I've got to remember where it is right now. It's moving into Gemini, so it is in Taurus, where it's in its rulership energy. And so it's very important that we understand we're flowing with this new leadership energy. We're flowing with this new understanding of what we are dealing with, what we are dealing with personally, and the chaos of that, even becoming very comfortable in grounding ourselves in the change, in the stellium of we're going. Where we are going to is not always clear, but we are going as we really deal with this new Aries energy, the beginning, the hero's journey, the passionate understanding. I'm Kitty Foss. I will be back on the 15th on Wednesday. Find yourself some quiet space over the next couple days just to refresh and give yourself the permission to go, wow, what a ride we're on. Namaste.